You're going to jail, sis. And that's on period. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reese video. I know y'all looking at me like, girl, it is Friday. What is going on? Girl, this has been a long week. I cannot wait to tell y'all about everything that's been going on with me. We're going to have a little bit of a long mental check-in. I'm going to give y'all everything, all the deeds. But girl, the last kind of week and a half have been kind of like going very fast but very slow. Like, we got updates with this man and this COVID-19 virus and stuff that he got every day.
Because absentee ballots.
Girl, he on the phone coughing and hacking. Oh, girl, it's a fly on Vice President Pence's head, which is telling me that he probably, Girl, there's so much been going on this week. Tory Lanez has been charged, officially charged. We also got Mariah, Carey spilling all types of tea in this book. She might make me read it a little bit. And then we got Porsha and Tanya. What y'all over there doing? Making peach cobbler? So much to get into on this King of Reese video. We're gonna get into all of those things. So, girl, I hope y'all doing good, girl. Let's go ahead into this mental check-in. So I told y'all the mental check-in, girl. Fasten your seatbelts. We're going on. Is that a boot hole? Girl, this week has been a long week for me. Honestly, I literally, like, cried in the car. Like, I literally teared up in the car. Like, I'm just looking at everything and paying attention to stuff, and then I'm dealing with my own thing and then family stuff, and it's just all of it just came and it just crushed me, and I felt it. Like, I felt it. Have you ever like been through something, like going through something, and like you feel the energy coming on you that you finna break down, like you finna cry? That's literally how I felt today. And I'm looking to myself like I'm not emotional when it's raining. It's been raining all day in Atlanta, and like that normally doesn't like get my mood like that. But it was terrible. It was terrible. So girl, I'm a little bit better now. I took a couple of hours to myself. I've been actually taking this week to myself. I appreciate you all for bearing with me. I really can't tell if it's depression season coming on or what, but I think it's just a lot going on. I'm just like, I have so many concerns about my people and everything that's been going on. And I'm stressed out about like things that I'm going through, and I might do a video about it. I just don't know if I feel comfortable sharing all of that. But there are some moments where I feel very, very loved, and there are some moments I feel like I'm not really loved. And it's kind of hard to explain when you have as much visibility as I do, but I felt like that. I felt like everybody loves me from afar, but I don't feel the love like in person. And I it's kind of like very, very hard being on Twitter and being on social media and like seeing all these people who, you know, care for you, enjoy your stuff, but I don't like feel connected. I don't feel loved. And it was also me dealing with not feeling sexy. Like, I feel like I'm just like the brand. I feel like I don't get a chance to exist outside of just King of Reese. And I think I'm struggling with that a little bit. And I just feel it. Like, there are so many people that I follow on social media that I really like, and I would love to meet in person. I would love to hang out with them or do whatever. Like, I would love to have some type of connection with these folks, but I feel like they're so terrified of me because of my presence online and how I have to defend myself. And it really makes me sad sometimes. I'm really being very, very vulnerable right now. I'm probably gonna go look at these comments, but that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like I follow a couple of folks. I just seen a couple of the people who I follow. They were in Miami this weekend. I was just like, I don't think I would ever be invited with these folks, even though they engage with everybody else on Twitter. Like, I just feel like everybody's so terrified of me. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like, the stuff that I deal with on Twitter, sometimes is a lot. It is a lot. And then I'm also struggling with, you know, how I see myself. Do I see myself as attractive? And I understand people say, well, you're beautiful. Beautiful is not the point. Like, I'm talking about as a systematic thing of how folks look at fat people. Like, the situation when I was on Instagram and seeing how people were treating Lizzo because of whatever she wore at the game and stuff. And it's just like, people just really hate fat folks. And they specifically hate fat, black, dark-skinned women. And they definitely hate fat, black men, too, like myself. So it's a lot. Girl, I could honestly do a whole video about it. I might, like, dive into it, honestly, and just be vulnerable. So, girl, I know y'all just gave y'all a whole lot, and I apologize for that. But y'all know, I have to be very honest when I do my mental check-ins, like, to be, you know, letting y'all know what the truth is, what is going on. So you won't seem to think, just because I'm bright and bubbly talking about these things, that everything is okay. And there's this guy who honestly just passed What I'm understanding, died by suicide. And he was famous on Vine and everything. Like, he was known online, and people were saying he was very upbeat throughout the week. He had just purchased a car and everything, and folks just didn't understand what happened. I had to tell my friend, shout out to Harold, I had to tell him, like, hey girl, like, sometimes you don't know, like, being a public figure is like, you don't get a chance to like experience that. Like, you have to put on. I think it's even more for somebody who, like myself, is always the person that I have to make everybody laugh to be seen in the room. Ooh, girl, I'm gonna talk about this in the video because it's really hitting me. Like, I feel like this is very therapeutic. Like, this takes me back to old Justin J 1232 when I first did videos, because it was therapeutic for me. So I definitely want to do that. But yeah, but with all that being said, girl, we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna get into some stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. So the tea for today, let's go ahead and dive right on into Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot is going on in the whole Bravo cinematic universe, girl. Well, not the cinematic though, TV universe or whatever. You got this drama going on with Nene Leakes being pissed off. She was on Tamara Hall, I think a week ago last Friday, and Tamara Hall was telling her, like, hey girl, like, you know, but think before you tweet, and you know, all these things. Like, Nene was being very vulnerable. She was crying on camera while she wasn't speaking to Tamara. Like, she has a lot going on. She's been lashing out. I feel for Nene. But then I'm just like, I saw this comment and Nene didn't listen to anybody. She didn't listen to anybody. I don't think she has anybody in her circle who is really telling her hard truths. And your circle is very, very important. No matter what you do, your circle is very, very important. The people you surround yourself with, who is going to keep you grounded and uplift you in times. So, like, girl, it's very, very important. And I just don't feel like Nene is surrounded by people who are telling her the truth. I feel like she's surrounded by folks who tell her what she wants to hear. And it's not the tea. Like, it's just not the tea. That's why I abolish celebrity culture, like, girl, period. Like, I hate that Nene's going through all of that. But sis, I really feel like that you was your own undoing over there at Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, Nene, you just really wasn't serving us anything for us to be interested in. Like, you was just, didn't seem like you wanted to be there. And now that you're not there, like, it's just, I don't know. I don't even know what Nene is asking for, honestly. So you got that going on. Then you got the Real Housewives of Potomac mess going on with Giselle. I was so irritated when I watched that mess. Giselle got on my everlasting nerves, talking about she got an image to uphold, and her husband is literally on every blog and in every cooch in the congregation. Like, girl, go sit down. Like, Giselle, you don't have an image outside of being on Real Housewives of Potomac and that limited ass golf cart that you have. Like, that's your image, sis. Like, nothing else other than that. She just really irritated me. Her, Wendy, and Robin just irritated me this whole past episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Then we got a bomb that dropped this week, and I'm honestly not surprised because it's almost a month before we get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. They started filming, I'm not sure when, this summer. But you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta normally comes on the first week of November. And I'm really disappointed because I've been doing my watch parties and I can't do them because of COVID. I can't do them, and I miss y'all so much because y'all was really out here doing them. Y'all was really out here coming to see your boy at the watch parties and stuff, but can't do them right now because we can't have packed events. I don't want anybody to get sick. But when we get through this, girl, I'm definitely gonna throw one. I don't care if it's for one episode. We all gonna go, girl. Like, we just gonna do it. But we got the tea about Tanya and Porsha. Well, the tea first came out that the girls was out here making peach cobbler with the stripper for Cynthia's what would you call it? What do you call it? What is that, like a bachelor? No, it's not bachelor. A bridal shower. A bridal shower, whatever, like whatever you call it, bridesmaid night. I don't know, girl, but whatever it was, apparently, allegedly, there was a stripper invited. The girls were drunk, turned up, all of these things, and two women had pooched on in the room with this stripper late at night and had got a little one too. Now, there was a rumor coming out, like it was a rumor at first. And I was like, girl, this sound like a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with a new season, because I'm really not sure what they're gonna do for this season, consider all the stuff that's going on with COVID-19. So I'm just like, how are they gonna do this? But come to find out, it was revealed that it was Tanya. It was allegedly Tanya and Porsha, and B. Scott is reporting this. Now, bscott.com, sometimes they don't be right. They definitely was not right when they came out with the Beyonce, doing her Las Vegas residency thing. But when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta drama or any type of Housewives drama, B. Scott got to connect. B. Scott got to connect, and we just got to give it out to bscott.com. They be having to connect. So B. Scott came out and they said, girl, we didn't want to tell y'all the tea. We wanted to brew. But they said it was some miscommunication and stuff wasn't being portrayed accurately. We really tried to stay out of this, especially after having to tell the truth about Nene Leakes getting fired over and over again until she revealed that she got fired. If you caught the last episode of B. Scott, girl, we didn't read that bullshit. As other reports have came out the next few days, it's clear that whoever is sharing information is leaving some things out, and that's creating some confusion. Woo! So, Love B. Scott can exclusively reveal that two ladies who allegedly had sex with the male stripper were Porsha Williams and very engaged Tanya Sam. Woo! Girl, this is what B. Scott is saying. Does that surprise you? If not, you may be surprised to hear that there was allegedly some girl-on-girl action that went down. Come on, the dip in the lady pond. Down before Porsha and Tanya made their way into the bedroom with the man. Did you catch the extra newcomer? Ooh! Newcomer Toya Ali gets an honorable mention for her willingness to swim with the fishes. Anyway, the girls thought they were being sneaky when they got their peaches cobbled by hiding from the cameras, but they underestimated the power of microphones. Production has usable footage, but it's unclear if it will be featured on the show. We also hear that some of the ladies involved are suggesting possible legal action to stop the footage from being aired. Girl! Ooh! I can see Tanya being the girl that said, girl, I'm getting some lawyers. Mr. Jackson, if you do not answer that phone, you will be contacted by our legal department. Have y'all ever seen a commercial where that man wasn't paying his bills or something, and then the creditors was calling? That commercial takes me out. Like, shout out to y'all if y'all know that commercial. Let me do it in the comments. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I'm trying to see. At first, the girls would say it would be Candy. Since this is Porsha involved, you best to believe that Candy is going to be very shady with this. She's going to be very shady with this. I honestly don't know what to say. I don't have any doubt in my mind that this actually happened. Like, that doesn't girl, the girls was having a good time. Stripper was looking good. Like, girl, I don't know. Actually, I went to a strip club recently and got a dance by a heterosexual man. And girl, let me, I'm about to tell y'all about that, because let me tell you, that strip club I went to, it smelled like funky dick in there. Ooh, it was so funky in there, girl. Like, I've been to a couple of female strip clubs and I never smelled anything, but the men, baby. But it was heterosexual men up there dancing too. It was a gay club. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. It was a mess, girl. It was funky as hell. And it was giving very 90s vibe. Like, y'all are dancing the boots and stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all about my experience with that, girl. But Tanya Sam and Porsha, y'all nasty as hell. But get your life, girl. I ain't gonna shade y'all. Speaking of get your life, if you have been watching Tamar's show on WeTV, if you saw the episode with Todrick, when she went and performed in front of Todrick Hall at his concert, or whatever you call that. If you saw when Todrick was walking around in the red dress, you can see me actually walking behind. That was the day I met Todrick. So that's so interesting for me to be on Tamar's show. That's so interesting. If you can catch it really, really quick, my hair was pent up. I had on a white shirt and some jeans. I was dressed up, girl. I looked really cute that day. Get into it. But moving on to other tea. Let's go ahead and talk about this situation with Cardi B. Really quick. Cardi B was clapping back at some fans on Twitter. And she had basically said that, girl, leave me the hell alone. This ain't nothing that's really being reported. It's just something I wanted to bring up because I kind of understand where she's coming from. But at the same time, I think that Cardi B needs to understand that she is a political figure at the end of the day. And she has to show some type of restraint when she is talking to her people. Like, she has to show some type of restraint, and I feel like she just really, like, she just doesn't. She doesn't at all. And sometimes she gets irritated. She gets irritated too quickly by some stuff when she can just ignore it. She can just ignore it. So here was the tweet. A fan had a Twitter account had named Barty Smoke, had tweeted Cardi B and said, "I am Cardi B. Okay, baby, what's this look for?" And then Cardi B had responded and said, "None of your business. Stop doing that shit. Let me work. Why would I let you know what I'm doing so people that don't with me will know what I'm doing? Please, how that makes sense, huh?" I can understand Cardi B getting irritated. I can see her like dealing like, girl, these fans got. But Cardi B says, I'm gonna have to be completely honest. You follow these fan pages. You follow a couple of fan pages. You kind of encourage this type of behavior. You kind of reinforce this behavior. Like, you don't be knowing it, but you do. There's whole dedicated fan, like, you follow fan pages who don't do anything but post everything that you do. Like, these folks want to be known. They love you just as much. They're trying to get attention. You're giving the ones who do it attention. So, like, and you got folks, you only follow people who really, really love you. So you are going, like, these folks don't see you as human. They don't see you as human no more. They see you as something that they can get something. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't think it's commodity. I don't think that's the word. I have to look it up and see if that is the word I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure y'all let me know in the comments. But they see you as something like they can consume. You are a product, and that's how they see you. And I don't know. Like, I just don't think, like, Cardi B, like, girl, it was not that serious. Like, I just can't imagine having millions of followers and doing all these things and then clapping back. Like, I don't get it. That don't make any sense to me. You had a couple of folks were trying to, make excuses for her and all that. I'm just like, no, I'm not here for that. Because had there been any other celebrity, folks would have been going to, and they would have been dragging it. We do have our moments, trust and believe. There's some times that I do, but I never get irritated by folks who, engage in my content and support me and all that other stuff. I do get irritated by folks who do be saying some ignorant stuff. Because I literally was watching The Boys last night on Amazon Prime or Prime Video, whatever you want to call it this week. And I said, if it's anything that The Boys is going to do, is they're going to show a black or brown person being killed. Like, they just going to always show it. I don't know if you watch it, but every time it's a black person being shot by a laser, or they being split open, or being their neck being chopped, it's always a black or brown person every time. Of course, there have been some times where a couple of white folks, but it's just like every time it's always a black person gets killed, and then it's like that happens. Like, it happens, and I'm tired of digesting that. But girl, like, somebody responded to me and said, "Oh, that's not true. They do it with the white folks." I was like, girl, I said. Like, don't try to, like, I'm talking about, like, racism, and, like, a couple of other folks have already called out The Boys on some stuff too, so I know I'm not the only one. So don't be trying to tell me, no, that's not what it is, especially when it's that, like, it sounded to me as though they were trying to say, oh, you trying to play the race card, and I'm very much triggered when folks say that, because I can't stand it, especially when I think it's another black person saying it. So, Cardi B, just, girl, like, ignore them sometimes. Just ignore them. Now, Cardi B is, getting her divorce and stuff situated with Offset, and she's kind of defending Offset a little bit, apparently. She ended up defending Offset on Twitter, and she had this to say. She said, he's a dumbass, but not a bad man. But the tweet is gone now. But she just said, everybody's out here trying to steal, finesse me into working with their brand, unless he got people coming from me with correct contracts and never ask for a dollar or benefit like everyone else. Niggas is a nigga, but a bad personality, he not. I'm not really understanding what she meant by that. We don't like Offset, sis, and our right to drag him if we see fit. And Cardi B responded and said, I don't give a F. You don't like him. I don't talk to him, but you're not going to disrespect my child's father. Like, Cardi B, if you go back and you respond to everybody who has something negative to say about Offset on Twitter, you will never get any work done. You'll never finish your second album. You just won't. And with this, and also what I just talked about a second ago, lets me know that Cardi B needs to take a break from Twitter, just like I'm doing right now. I think she needs to take a break from Twitter. I think she just needs to just let somebody else run herself. I've been saying that for like a couple of years now. There's no reason to. Like, girl, sometimes it can become too much, but I will say, as someone who is, you know, creates content, all that, and has to kind of use social media to engage with folks, to put out like content and other things, and to see what else is going on, and what the conversation about this week or this day or this morning. I can see why you some people are reluctant to get off of Twitter or to deactivate. I actually deactivated my Facebook the other day. Girl, y'all better get prepared, cause baby, I done deactivated Facebook, I done deactivated Twitter, I might deactivate Instagram too. Like I don't know. I'm gonna have to go ahead and record that video. But Cardi B, girl, just deactivate, take a break from it, girl. It's too much. You too busy relying on all these negative. I wish to God I had the money that you had, girl. I wish to God I had the money you had. I wish on this star, whatever she had, I wish I had enough money to buy my mom and dad a house right now with no questions asked, no nothing. Like, I can't imagine having all of that money and still out here. Girl, I wouldn't give two. I barely care what folks say about me now. Girl, I don't know. Rich folks' problems, I guess, girl. Anyway, child. But she did say she wanted to be a billionaire. Come on, Jada, just laugh. Speaking of that, let's talk about the order. Jenne Mai said that she wanted to be submissive, honey. She said she wanted to be submissive. She was on the reel, and she was talking about she wanted to be submissive in her marriage. She's going to submit. Who is she in a relationship with? Is it Jeezy or Jadakiss? I think it's Jeezy. Well, I think it's Jeezy. She in a relationship with the snowman? Let's look it up. Girl, because I read of Jenne Mai. Oh, it is. Young Jeezy. Come on, Jeezy the snowman. Miss May, girl, you give me very much BBC, great value version of the Kardashians. Girl, I see right through you, no Nicki Minaj. How do you do that ish? Girl, she talking about she wants to be submissive. When I watched the clip of her talking about she wanted to be submissive in her relationship, she tried to kind of change the definition to me of what submissive is, and she tried to give this like, doesn't mean that I'm gonna let him boss me around and do all those other things. I just want him to take control, and I just take a seat back because I do all this boss stuff. And I was like, of course you get to define what works for you in your relationship. Maybe you want to be monogamous, maybe you don't want to be monogamous. Maybe you want to be all of these things. You get to choose. But I really didn't see the purpose of, I'm really not sure. So I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm asking women's out here. This is strictly for the ladies. What do y'all feel about it? When she said that she wanted to be submissive in her marriage, what do you take that as? I just like, it was giving me a little bit internalized misogyny, just a little bit like, I don't know, like, I don't think submissive is the word you're looking for. It's okay for you to say, you know what, I don't want to be dealing with, I'm gonna let Boo take care of that. But what it is about being what is it about being prideful and letting a man run stuff just because he's a man? He might not be like, I would be focused on who is the better person being in the lead. That's what's concerning to me, not because he's a man. Like, who is the best person to be able to make decisions and stuff, and we still come together. I don't get it. So I don't even understand why she even said submissive. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Y'all women's. Y'all can let me know about how y'all feel about that. You know, some of y'all probably have no problem being submissive in a relationship, girl. Just don't be out here looking a damn fool when you out here submitting and doing all that, and you think this man gonna stay with you, and he gonna do all that, and then he out here smashing homegirl that work at Dollar Tree. Okay, like, girl, it happens. Trust me. But moving on swiftly professionally. What else do I want to talk about? I think I've covered everything. I want to talk about Mariah Carey and her book, but I have not read it, so I really don't have anything too much to offer to that. Like, girl, I don't know. I want to read Mariah Carey books. If you haven't read it, let me know, girl. Please let me know if you read Mariah Carey book, because I want to know how you feel about it, girl. Because, like, sis is spilling some tea about a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm very curious. So somebody either need to, like, talk about everything that she talked about in their book, because I seriously doubt I'm going to read it. Because I'm very much, I want to listen to it, but I'm not gonna be, my eyes not gonna be glued to no book. But congratulations to Mariah Carey. I heard the book is doing very well. But let's go ahead and get to this real tea, this mess with Tory Lanez. Daystar Peterson has been charged, aka Tory Lanez, honey. The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office announced Thursday that Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, faces 1 felony count each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. So girl, this has been a situation going on since this summer. the tea has finally happened, and we finding out that he's been charged. Like, they went ahead and charged him. Now, Tory Lanez is out here arguing. He came to Twitter and said, charges don't necessarily mean, what is it? Charges don't mean what? Arrest or something. I don't know what the hell it means. Charges, something. I don't know what the hell them folks were saying, but he said this on Twitter, time will tell, I guess, and the truth will come to the light. I have all faith in God to show that. Love to all my fans and people that have stayed true to me and know my heart. A charge is not a conviction. That's what he said. If you supported me or made through this, I genuinely appreciate you. I wondered, like they say he's facing up to 20 years. I think if anything, he don't get probation. He probably gonna get a year probation or something. I don't think he's gonna go to jail. I don't see that happening. So I really can't understand. Like, sis, you was out here doing all these things. You out here like gaslighting her with your album that flopped. You all out here saying that you responded to folks. You out here doing all these things, and you talking about God know your heart. Nigga, you shot somebody. Like, what the hell? Like, you shot a woman. Like, I think Meg tried several times to protect you. I think she tried several times to kind of like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that man like that, even though he did me wrong. But you did nothing but disrespect her. Like, you didn't do anything but disrespect her. And I can see it. You actually give me that. It comes off as very much your character. That's just really, really sad. I don't feel bad. Girl, get Kamala out here. Lock him up. 1, 2, 3. He's so short, he can't do me. Girl, I hope that... I just really think that Megan tried to do the best she could with you, and you kept being foolish. You just kept being foolish, and now you're out here dealing with something that you put yourself in. And none of that had to like happen. But you just kept gaslighting this woman. You kept making these comments, and you kept having your camp out here doing undermining stuff. And it's just like, girl, it's too much. Then you gaslit her with a whole album, taking shots at her. Like, it's just, girl, you've done enough. So don't nobody feel bad for you, girl. It's like, girl, now you want to talk that. Now she want to post up because shit is getting serious when she could have been out here doing her apology tour in July. He could have came and been doing some work and apologizing since this situation happened. But Daystar Peterson was not interested in none of that. He did what he did, and now he's gonna sit here and pay the piper. That's all I got for her. But that's all I got for y'all in this Kingeries video. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoying y'all beautiful evening. Make sure you are social distancing this weekend, washing your hands, wearing your mask, doing all those things. I will be covering the vice presidential debate and Trump and his coronavirus updates in another video, so make sure you check it out because I got some things I want to say. So love y'all. Until next time, I'll talk y'all later tonight. Bye.
When I'm outside, please don't make me wait.